What's the plan? Think it was a bad idea letting him run point?
We've had messier missions.
Legends of Tomorrow is an American superhero television series, and the show is based on characters from DC Comics and features characters such as Arrow and The Flash. The show is highly successful and is currently on its 7th season, and as with any successful show, fans have formed many opinions on characters and their storylines. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Legends of Tomorrow, most loved and hated characters ranked. If you like content like this, then keep watching. But before we get into the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, as well as hit the post notification bell so you never miss another update from us. Number 13, Nora Dark. Dark turned from villain into sort of awkward hero through love. I know, it's super cliche. As a bad guy, she followed her father, Damien Dark, making the two a duo. But after spending time with Ray, an infectiously nice and positive Ray, she had a change of heart. Again, super cliche. Her only real purpose in the show was really for her to have a romantic relationship with Ray, which was kinda lame. She also started a book club with the Team Legend ladies, which forced her into a friendship with them. It wasn't super organic and wasn't something that fans loved. I don't know, she's just not the worst, but seriously, she's bland as a cracker. No one was really rooting for her. Number 12, Vandal Savage. As far as villain motivations go, this one's pretty lame as well. Savage first lives as Hath Set, a priest of ancient Egypt who fell in love with Cheara, Kendra's original form. But she is Prince Khufu's love, and with the powers of reincarnation, Kendra and Carter are destined to fall in love each and every time. Savage gains the power of immortality, and it makes its goal to kill Hawkman and Hawkgirl in every incarnation. You would think that after several lifetimes, he would finally get over it and move on, but nope, not even a chance. It's not that he's necessarily the most hated character, but there really isn't a great motivation, and he's just not the most interesting. Sorry, Savage, there's just better villains. Number 11, Garima. Garima is the fictional woman that Mick Rory writes into existence with a magical book. She is the protagonist of a science fiction erotic romance novel that he writes under a pseudonym. I know, it's really super weird. She doesn't even serve any other purpose other than to give Rory a romantic side story. She really only gets back to life when she's feeling lonely on the radio. There's really not much to say about Gamera except that she doesn't have much of a motivation and it's not super relatable. Again, not the most hated, but not at all the most interesting either. Number 10, Rip Hunter. Although Hunter is no longer on the show, he was the man who originally started the team and was still a super important character on the show. He did have good intentions, however, his ability to lie and manipulate other characters really didn't make him a very likable person amongst other characters and fans alike. However, he did prove himself to be reliable and a good member of the team when he did sacrifice his life in the 3rd season so as to help protect the team in season 3 in the fight against the powerful demon Malice. So I guess he really wasn't bad after all. I mean, it's a shame that we didn't get to see any more character development in him, but considering his character development in the first 3 seasons, I doubt that he would have been more likable if he had stuck around. Number 9, Astrologue. We all know that Astra did not have an easy life. She ended up in hell as a young girl and has had to fend for herself ever since. And those experiences understandably changed her into a less trusting and kind of bitter person. Not only was she snarky with the Legends, but she also threatened them and was more than willing to betray them if she thought it was necessary, which was a lot of the time, to be honest. She definitely isn't the most likable character because of this, but fans also kind of understand why she is the way that she is. Not that it makes things any better, but okay, yeah, sure. Number 8, Ava Sharp. To be fair, Ava's one of the characters who has grown more likable over time. When she had first entered Legends of Tomorrow, she led the Time Bureau and wasn't fond of the Legends at all. In fact, she absolutely hated them. There, I said it. Ava didn't seem to have a single nice bone in her body, so it did make a lot of sense for fans to just not like her. However, she did eventually become more civil and likable when she formed a relationship with Sarah and joined the team. She doesn't really know exactly how to deal with the superhero still, so she's still not the most popular character in the show, but she has gained more respect from the fans. Who knows what's going to happen in the next couple of seasons? At least she made some progress. Number 7, John Constantine. Matt Ryan's performance makes fans love John Constantine. There's no doubt about that, and we don't blame them one bit. However, I can't say that Constantine is the most likable person in the show. He just doesn't trust people and tends to push them away, and he also insults people with no sign of remorse. Plus, he tends to do whatever the heck he wants with no regard to anything, which has proven to be problematic on many occasions. However, he has seemed to become a lot more civil since he had joined the team, and Constantine has even managed to have friendships with Sarah, Ray, and Gary Green, so he's doing pretty well for himself. Would Constantine's character be more likable if played by another actor? Honestly, probably Probably not. Number 6, Zari Tarzi. Zari Tarzi replaced Zari Tomaz in the team, and unlike Tomaz, Tarzi is much more bold, witty, and sharp, and always ready to say what she means. A super feisty character, this didn't exactly make her likable to the team or fans when they first met her, and understandably so. It took her a while to integrate herself into the team because of this, and also because she can come across as quite arrogant and superficial, which isn't exactly the most likable personality. Even though that's not who she really is, that was definitely the impression given off at the beginning, but fans have grown a lot more fond of her since, making her a lot more likable and popular character. Number 5, Mick Rory. Rory's character has a lot of depth to him in his storyline, and this really appeals to other characters and fans alike. He currently works as a romance novelist, and fans are especially interested in his evolving relationship with his daughter Lita, making him a super complex character which people can relate to and love on many levels, and are always rooting for. He also isn't super problematic, and gets along with most of the team members without being particularly a talkative person. The team does actually respect him because they know that he has a good heart deep down inside, despite his more closed-off exterior, and this is a huge reason why fans love him as well. Number 4, Nate Haywood. It's difficult to dislike Nate, and to be honest, he's friendly, loyal, and has a great sense of humor, plus he's well-educated. There's nothing really to hate about him. Sometimes he thinks with his heart instead of his head, and puts his feelings first. But that sort of just makes him even more relatable because we all do that in one way or another. He's definitely one of the more likable legends. He's got a really strong friendship with Ray Palmer, and tries his best to be a good superhero and a good human being. So what's not to love? Number 3, Barad Tarzi. Tarzi is a funny guy who's loyal to his friends and family, and these endearing traits are what make him so popular on the show. He doesn't have as much space in the show as the other legends, but maybe that's what makes him so likable. He's kind of a breath of fresh air whenever we need it, so he always has good vibes on the screen. He definitely rates high for his personality and friendly demeanor. Hopefully, we'll get to see some more of him in later seasons. Number 2, Sarah Lance. Lance has become the team captain, and now she's also one of the most likable legends. She's been through a lot in her life as well as throughout the show, but her resilience is like no other, and the strength that she has to face all of her challenges is unmatched and super impressive. She's got a great sense of humor, would die for her friends, and tries to be there for people and helps out whenever they need her. Sometimes she does struggle with her dark past, but she still comes across as charming and easy to befriend. I'm sure we're all going to want to be friends with Sarah in real life, and it definitely makes sense why she's such a likable character in the show. Finally, number 1, Ray Palmer. What do you expect anybody else? Ray is definitely the heart of the team. Well, until he decided to leave the ship and start a new civil life with his wife Nora, which does make sense, but we're still a little bit heartbroken. His natural optimism and the ability to find good in anything, even in the darkest of times, makes him the reason the team got through so many hurdles and never gave up. This kid really is a king. Even the legends who had more trouble forming friendships, such as Mick or John, ended up finding themselves liking Ray, making him possibly the most likable character on the show. You can't deny it. So, that concludes today's video of the Legends of Tomorrow most loved and hated characters ranked. I hope that you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, as well as hit the post notification bell so you never miss another update from us. Until next time, guys, we'll see you later!